Hi everyone. If you get this message telling you that your computer cannot be upgraded to Windows 11, do not throw it away. I have just spent 3 hours upgrading an old PC to Windows 11 ahead of the deadline of the 14th of October 2025 when Microsoft ceases free support for Windows 10. Now I'm going to show you how you can do this in less than an hour, including tips on overcoming a common error message with Windows 11 installs. Provided that you have a legitimate version of Windows 10, then this method is perfectly legal. It's completely free, and all you need is a USB stick with a minimum of 8 GB of storage and an internet connection. If your PC or laptop is running Windows 10, then you are strongly advised to take action. Using unsupported operating software is not advisable from a security point of view, and as time goes on, you will become increasingly vulnerable to malware, hackers, and also the possibility that other software and apps will no longer work on your computer. So in this video I'm going to show you a method to upgrade a PC or laptop which Microsoft says cannot accept Windows 11, and also talk you through getting over a common bug which many people come across when installing Windows 11. So you can either use the PC or laptop which you're going to upgrade for the following steps, or you can use another machine, whichever works for you. The first thing that you're going to do is download the latest version of Windows 11 from the Microsoft website. The link is in the description. This is called an ISO file and is used to install or upgrade Windows 11 using either a DVD or, in our case, a USB stick. Now it's a big file, 7.2 GB, and it might take a few minutes to download if your internet connection is slow. Next, we need to download a utility called Rufus. This is much smaller and will allow us to turn our USB stick into Windows 11 with installation media. Now the link to Rufus is also in the description. We use Rufus to create our installation USB for Windows 11. Navigate to where you downloaded your Rufus file and then either double click or right click and select open. The Rufus interface will appear. Now you need to make sure that the device selected at the top here is the USB device which you plan to use as installation media. Remember, it must be at least 8 GB in size. Next, under this select button here, navigate to the Windows 11 ISO file which you've also downloaded. Double click when you find it, and then, if you wish, you can change the name of the USB label by typing something into this box here. I'll call mine Windows 11 Pro. Click Start and it'll ask you if you want to customize. The key boxes to leave checked are the top 2. I've chosen to select another 3, but that's personal choice. Once you select OK, you'll get this warning, confirming that you're about to lose all of the data on the USB drive. This is a good point to double check that you've selected the correct USB drive to format. Clicking OK starts the creation process, which can take several minutes depending on your PC and USB stick. Once the USB stick is ready, plug it into the computer which needs upgrading. At this point, I would also advise you to disable your internet connection, either by turning off your Wi-Fi or unplugging the network cable from the back of your computer. So why do we do this? Well, it's useful because one of the things which can cause a Windows 11 install to fail is the system trying to find updates which could conflict with other processes on your computer and cause the installation to hang at this 46% point. This is exactly what happened to me and is why it took me 3 hours instead of less than an hour to upgrade. Now we're also going to check a box during the install process which will doubly ensure that this doesn't happen. Now find the Windows USB stick under File Explorer and navigate to this setup file. Double click on the setup file or right click and select open. The installation will start. If you recall, one of the commonest reasons for this to fail is that the installation hangs at 46% when it's trying to get updates before installation begins. We're going to bypass this, but I'll quickly show you what happens if you don't disable your internet connection. You have to accept these terms here to proceed, and once you do so, if connected to the internet, the system will start hunting for updates and may hang at this point here. If this happens, then I'd recommend cancelling this installation and restarting with your internet off. With the internet off, the chances of this happening are reduced. So let's run the installation again, this time with no internet. We're also going to check a box which tells the installation not to look for updates, which will act to make doubly sure. When we get to this point, click on the Change How Setup Downloads Updates text and select the Not Right Now option. Once you click Next, the preparation process will continue. You have 3 more actions before the actual business end of the installation. Firstly, you have to accept the terms. Then you have to accept this statement here. In reality, as far as we know, this is a baseless threat by Microsoft. As you will see later, we had no problems obtaining updates after installation, and our PCs, as well as millions of others, have all worked flawlessly with Windows 11. Finally, you're asked if you want to keep all of your existing files and software. Assuming that you do, then click Next and installation will finally begin. Depending on the speed of your PC and USB drive, this will take a few minutes and your PC will restart a couple of times of its own accord. Once complete, it'll leave you at your normal login screen. Your passwords will remain unchanged and you can log in as normal. All that remains for you to do is to remember to remove your USB drive, reconnect your Wi-Fi or network connection, and we'd recommend checking for updates. To do this, click on the Windows icon and type in Check for Updates. Click on the Check for Updates button and let the system download and install automatically. Just be sure that you've reconnected your PC to the internet. So, that's it. Whilst this method does not come with any guarantees and is carried out at your own risk, it is reported to have a very high chance of success and means that a computer which would otherwise have to be thrown away is given a new lease of life and our environment is a little less cluttered. Thanks for watching, happy computing and of course safe and happy travels.